Have you ever found a product online and kind of fallen in love with it? So then you do a little bit of research and discover that the person who created it has a story very similar to yourself. That's what happened to me when I found the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. The story that I've discovered behind the artist who created this deck is just so similar to mine. It really spoke to me. I had to order it, so I treated it myself to it for Mother's Day. And today I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I connect with her story so deeply. And I'm going to do a little unboxing for you and show you the deck. Hi, I'm Erin, and I like to help people in recovery from an eating disorder to heal using creativity. If you've been following along on my channel the last little while, you know already that I am trying to deepen my tarot practice. I use tarot as a way to inspire myself to get curious about what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking, and a way to pull me out of cycles of negativity or cycles of thinking one thing or cycles of behavior. The cards can be a really intuitive way to deepen your thought process and find out really what's driving those thoughts and behaviors and feelings. So the Wild Unknown Tarot is a deck that I found online very recently. I have been using the Deviant Moon Tarot, and that deck has served me very, very well. I love that deck. But I found, and I understand now that this is fairly common, but I have found that not only am I curious about the art that I see in other works by the artists who create different decks, I've also found that the darkness behind the images in the Deviant Moon Tarot no longer really connect with me as deeply as they once did. So when I found the Wild Unknown Tarot and I saw some of the images, I was just mesmerized by the artist's style. The way she used watercolors really just spoke to me. So I treated myself for Mother's Day, and it has arrived. Not only that, if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm also going to show you the book that I bought that the artist actually wrote, and I'll show it to you and explain a little bit about how it was put together and why I love it so much as well. But let's get to the deck. First of all, I'm going to take off my watch because it's making a lot of noise. It comes in a really pretty box that of course displays the style of the art that you'll see in the cards. Now I took the plastic off of this already. After I took the plastic off, I sanitized it because, you know, we're in the times of COVID-19 and you just can't be too careful. The actual box has this sleeve on it. And then the box itself looks kind of like a thick book, to be honest with you. On the back, it's got all of the suits. So there's the cup, the wand, the sword, and the pentacle. So it's got a magnetized little flap on it. That's how we open it, I guess. And I couldn't figure out how to do this on a flat surface. So there's what you see when you open it up. On the inside flap, it says, "May you always be on the inner quest." Love that. And then this is the Wild Unknown Tarot Guidebook, and it's got a handy ribbon. These are great for getting stuff out of these boxes. Oh, this is adorable. Is it hardcover? No, it's not hardcover. It's a very, very thick stock though. So it's almost like a tiny little hardcover book. It's so cute. So the artist, her name is Kim, and I don't know if I'm saying this right, Crans. I'm going to say Crans because I think that's how you say it, but I'm not sure. So hopefully I'm not pronouncing that incorrectly. That's why I love her. The guidebook is in her handwriting. It looks like, I don't know, maybe that's a font, but it looks like she hand wrote the introduction anyway. Okay, the whole book is in that font. I love this so much. Okay, so the guidebook starts out with a brief explanation of the major and minor arcana. And then there is a brief explanation of each of the suits. It explains the court cards. And then it gives a little bit of, she goes into a little bit of detail about shuffling and versus cutting, and also shows you some different reading layouts for clarity, connection, past, present, future, Those will be fun. The Celtic Cross spread. Wow, I've never heard of that one before. The Year Ahead spread. Wow, okay, yeah. And then a little note about reverse cards. I don't use reverse cards. And I don't know if that's normal for beginners to tarot to not use the reverse meanings, but I just find it too complicated. So I stick with I use the upright meanings, whether I draw the card reversed or not. All right, and so then each card has 2 pages, and on one page there's a picture of the card and then a brief explanation of the meaning behind the card. Each suit is separated by a black page, so you can see them quite easily on the book when you're trying to flip through it. I think it'll be easy to find things in here. Let's get down to the goodies. So here's the actual deck. Oh, and it says something inside the box. It says, "Welcome to the Wild Unknown Tarot. You'll find no wrongs or rights inside this box, only mirrors for reflection. Open your mind, draw a card, and have fun in your journey." Love that message. Okay, here they are. Here are my new cards. I'm so excited. Okay, beautiful. Look at that. Look at the colors. So this artist's style it just reminds me, it's so similar to how I felt my drawings. Now, obviously my drawings never looked exactly like hers because we're 2 different people, but the style just reminds me so much of the drawings that I would do in my journal when I started recovery. They're almost, well, it's the line art, right? These line illustrations with every once in a while, there's just a hint of color. And I don't know how well you can see it, but the color that she uses, I think it's watercolor. I'll try to find a good example of that. Look at the flames behind that moon. They do look a little bit like watercolor. It's just stunning to me. Stunning, stunning. Now, I haven't read yet, obviously, because I'm just unboxing this now. I haven't read in the guidebook much about these cards yet, but I do see that her page is actually referred to as the daughter, and then her knight is referred to as the son. The queen is referred to as the mother, and I'm going to guess that the king is referred to as, the father. So she uses those family references, and I'll bet dimes to dollars that there's a reason behind that. Who used to say that? I want to say my mom, but I don't think that's right. Somebody when I was little used to say, "I'll bet dimes to dollars." Anyway, here's some cups. Look at that. Look at the beautiful watercolor roses. Gorgeous. Oh, stunning. As I mentioned before, this is my second deck. Maybe someday I will do a video and show you my Deviant Moon deck, which is the deck that I got started with. And it spoke to me at the time when I bought it because of its darkness and its moodiness. And but I no longer find myself in that sort of headspace anymore. And so it's not that I don't enjoy using them, I just don't connect them quite as much as I once did. So I thought it was time to move on. Okay, let me find some major arcana. So here is the first of the major arcana, which is the Fool. He's a little chick. Look at that. Gorgeous. Oh, look at this. The Hermit. Aww. Kim Kranz, thank you. Absolute home run. I cannot wait to start working with this deck. And coincidentally, I'm filming this on Tuesday, and Thursday is a new moon, so I will be able to charge my new deck. Also, I have to ask your opinion. Now that you've seen a few of the cards and like the colors that this artist uses, I have to ask you, what color do you think I should edge my deck? The last deck, my Deviant Moon deck, I edged it in a metallic gold. So all of the edges of the cards are actually gold. Okay, just a minute. You know what? I'm just gonna go get it. I'll be right back. Okay, hi, I'm back. Okay, so this is my Deviant Moon deck that I have been using for the last several months. And you can see that the edge, I don't know if it picks it up very well, but I edged each individual card in gold ink so that when they're in a stack like this, the side looks just stunning. And so I want to do the same with my Wild Unknown deck, but I don't know what color to use. Part of me wants to just do it black to add that little extra bit of drama. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should I edge them in black? Metallic black or maybe silver? So I promised you that I would show you a little bonus at the end if you hung out till the very end of the video. Let me show you the book that I got that Kim Kranz wrote. So I'll tell you a little bit about her story. So from what I have learned about this fine artist, she was on her way home from a conference. And at the airport on the way home, she changed her mind about going home and she got on a plane and went to India. While in India, she stayed at an ashram. I don't know how long she stayed there. I'm assuming it was quite a while because what she ended up doing was fighting herself through getting to know more and understand more about the eating disorder that she had. And she used her love of art to work through that. And I just connected to that so deeply because, as some of you already know, part of my journey has been this discovery that I love art, and that happened in treatment for me. That happened as a part of my journaling process. I uncovered this passion for creating art, and so it really connected with her. And when I saw, of course, the deck I fell in love with, and then once I went to her website and I did a little bit of reading and digging, saw she had a book, I nearly fell off my chair. Her book is called Blossoms and Bones, and it is what they're calling a graphic memoir. I knew that she hand wrote the introduction because I saw some sample pages on the internet of that. So the introduction is in her handwriting, and she's got some of her original drawings in here as well, kind of mixed, into the page, just the way you might do in a journal. And as I got into the book and started reading, I discovered that the entire book, it's just like somebody took a picture of her journal and of each page of her journal and published it. To read the things that she learned about herself and to read the struggles that she had, and it's just so similar to my story. And I know that a lot of you who are watching this would also connect really deeply to some of her discoveries about herself. And I think it's just a really great, so far from what I have read, and maybe I'll do a full review of her book at some point, but so far from what I have read, it's just really easy to connect with her journey because it is so similar to so many of us who struggle with an eating disorder. So that is my brand new deck that I'm so excited to start with. Again, let me remind you, comment below and let me know what color you think I should edge my new deck in. And if you enjoy my videos, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell before you leave so that you get notified every single time I upload a new video. I hope that you have a fantastic day. I'm gonna go and admire my new deck a little bit more and read a few more pages of Kim's book. Have a great day. Bye, friend.